Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video we are going to take a look at the best tanks to farm WN8. We are taking a look at the best three. I choose them based on my experience, so those are tanks I used and I enjoyed, and I think these tanks are great and are easy to get IWN8 in it. So I use this website w8lab.com, and I ordered the tanks by tank WN8 and picked the ones I felt most comfortable in. The first tank is the T28. It is a really high DPM tank for a tier 4. It is really high, a lot better than the competition. Here I picked the T28E F30, and the reason for it is because it's the premium counterpart of the T28, and for my playstyle it is amazing because of the 160 alpha damage and the high model damage. It has a pretty good gun handling. Pays it with 6 degrees of gun depression. That's not awful. It's meh, not good, not bad. It has pretty good mobility. It has okay terrain resist. Not good, not bad. You're not going 70 kilometers per hour, but still, it's pretty mobile tank. Regarding the armor, it is pretty light. His health is pretty average, and the camo, I don't feel in tier 4 is so important to have camo, because more often than not you're going to play against tanks that are not min-maxed, so that's not so important, but it is pretty bad. This is the tank. One big disadvantage of the T28 is its size. It is huge. It is really huge, but I think let's see the live. Okay, we can see it can side scrape a bit on the front, and it is pretty shitty, no armor, but you can pull out miracle bounces over here and over the turret right there. But yeah, I don't really rely on this armor. But this gun is pretty amazing because I feel enables you to be consistent and reach reach a lot of damage early on in the battle, because you see that 166 damage gives you 3.3k WN8. That's a lot, and with this tank I feel it's not really a hard thing to do to reach at least 700 or so. The next tank on the list is the AMX ELC Beast, the tier 5 light tank. As you see, with 622 damage you get 2.7k WN8, and I think with this tank is it's really easy to go over that 6.2 hundreds. So the AMX has a awful DPM, but this gun has a really good pen for a tier 5 light. It has 240 alpha damage, and I think it is best to use the tank with this gun instead of the more DPM one, because this gun has a lot more DPM, but it doesn't have that punch that scares the enemies. and also I think it has a worse pen. Yeah, we have 20mm worse pen. This gun has a fantastic alpha damage, but it is pretty unreliable. It's not accurate at all. It has a really poor aim time. This tank, because of its rear-mounted turret, has a low depression value. So yeah, it's not the most flexible, but it's really fun. It is average in what regards the max speed, but I feel it isn't so fast going up slopes. It's a bit behind the competition here. The armor is complete garbage. Just don't rename it in any way. It's a light tank, so yeah. It's pretty low on health because his tank is tiny. And yeah. A good news is the camo. It's really high compared to his opponent. The shell cost is pretty high for the damage. You're not gonna make a lot of credits in this tank, but with 2, 3 or 4 shots, 3 or 4 is obviously better, but you're gonna have a lot of WN8 because just 3 shots are gonna put you above this 622 mark. So you're gonna have more than 2.7 WN8. Of course, it takes into account kills, win rate, and all the other things, but I mean, damage is the most important parameter in WN8, so the armor is complete garbage. By its own gun, the 90mm gets overmatched because it is more than 3 times the nominal thickness. This is 20mm and this is 90mm gun. It gets overmatched with every other gun besides this part that's 25mm. Disadvantage of this tank is the fact that it doesn't have a turret, or it does, but it doesn't rotate 180 left and 180 right. It just does 15 and 15. So it's a pretty limiting factor, and with another gun you can get the full rotation. But I don't know, this tank is pretty easy to take 3 or more shots and just be above that 622 damage mark. The next tank is going to be the Lux. I didn't manage to find... oh, there it is. You see it has 537 average damage, and it is the lowest. I think this tank is even better than the T28 because you can easily do 650 damage in this tank, and you're gonna get a lot of WN8. I recommend using this tank with the reloader because it can deal a lot of damage and it hit pens a lot. It has 95 pen for a tier 4, that's really good, but gives it 959 DPM, that is half of what Chrysler 4 can do, and pretty bad compared to the 14 TP as well. However, this gun is its main strength because it has a clip damage of 300. Its intra-clip reload is 0.17, so it's really a lot better than the Chrysler 4 one that can only deal 240 damage, and yeah, this high damage clip can be useful to finish or pretty much kill the entirety of the enemy tank, just if he has been shot once or twice. A downside of this gun is it's not for long range, as you probably expected. It can reach max 400 meters. The aim time, it's meh. For an autoloader it's okay, but when you are firing a lot of shots every second, it gets pretty bloomy, and yeah, the dispersion is awful. You're gonna miss a lot of shots. You're gonna fight. You wanna fight in close range only, and you have a really good gun depression, worse than Cruiser 4, but better than 14 TP, and better than a lot of other tier 4 light tanks. So forward speed is really good, 60 kilometers per hour. You can catch up with tier 5 and some tier 6 light tanks. It gets to the speed pretty fast with its 27.86 power to weight ratio, and it has not really good terrain resist, but it gets away with pretty good acceleration and rotation because of the power weight. The all armor is not garbage. It has okay health, good, nothing to say over here, and it has pretty good stationary camo and obviously moving camo as well, because it is a light tank. So this tank actually having some little armor can pull off miracle bounces every now and then. You see, angling it like this gives a 40-45% of the vehicle an impenetrable armor to is 97 millimeters of pen, and this can result often in losing less HPs than you expected. For this video it's all. I don't have anything more to say, and we will probably play these tanks in the next videos. So take care, don't forget to leave a like if you liked the video, and if it was useful, please let me know in the comment section. Bye.
Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright.